The Point Pelee and Algonquin Park tour is a really fantastic tour. It's relatively easy and diverse birding and some incredibly scenic and diverse habitats that Southern Ontario has to offer.
Migration during this time of year can be quite mind-boggling as different types of warblers and sparrows and buntings and all these different colorful songbirds.
We hit the big three migration hotspots of Point Pelee, Rondeau and Long Point, and then work our way north and culminate in the spectacular Algonquin Park. But the first real main birding spot of this tour is Point Pelee National Park. This is a world-renowned birding hotspot. It draws birders from all over the world. And the big draw here is that it's a huge sand spit that juts out the Lake Erie, and it's the first point of land that migrating songbirds see. And so quite often they're tired, they're hungry, so they come down, and sometimes they come down in huge numbers. You never know what you're going to see when you're birding at Point Pelee. You can get southern overshoots that have migrated a little too far, or something totally unexpected. A couple of years ago, a willow ptarmigan showed up, which is from the Arctic. So once we pull ourselves away from that hotspot, it's on to the next migratory hotspot, which is Rondeau Provincial Park. Far fewer people, but just as many great birds. White-eyed vireo, Louisiana water thrush. There's beautiful Carolinian forests there, towering tulip trees, prothonotary warblers nesting. Continuing east, we hit the third hotspot along Lake Erie, Long Point. Long Point is known for being great for migratory songbirds, but as well there's a huge amount of forested and grassland natural habitat in the area. So it's not just important for migratory birds, it's important for the breeding birds. Cerulean warbler, Baltimore orioles and rose-breasted grosbeaks, the list goes on and on. After the three migratory hotspots, we'll head north to the Carden Plains area, and this is a stronghold for grassland birds. Your meadowlarks, your bobolinks, upland sandpiper will be scouring the hawthorn bushes for loggerhead shrike. After Carden, we'll head north to the grand finale that is Algonquin Provincial Park. It's where the boreal forest comes furthest south in Ontario, and it's just endless spruce forest and bogs. We're going to be looking for the boreal specialties, the Canada jay, the spruce grouse, some of the northern finches like red and white-winged crossbills. Sometimes there'll be moose on the side of the road. And the place we stay at up there is a beautiful family-run lodge.
A typical day on this tour usually starts pretty early, especially when we're in the Point Pelee area and we make it to the park for sunrise. Excitement is building as the sun is rising, and you can tell that there are all these migrants in the trees that are starting to come to life.
It's magical. This tour has a lot to offer birders of all different skill sets. For the beginning birder, you're going to see a lot of different birds, and you're going to see a lot of them fairly well. The trees haven't leafed out yet. It's a little bit easier to get your eyes on a lot of the birds, and on the other end of the spectrum, that chance of finding something really unusual or spectacular is appealing to more advanced birders. And the trip itself amasses a pretty impressive species list of around 200 species, and that covers everything from songbirds to shorebirds to gulls to ducks.
And just the incredible diversity of songbirds that we get to see is world-class.
You won't be disappointed joining us on this tour.